So, the news is finally out. Grand Theft Auto 6 has a console release date. And if you're a PC gamer, well, it's the same old story, isn't it? Today, we're going to break down the painful truth about that GTA 6 PC delay and really dig into why Rockstar keeps making us wait.
Look, if you're a PC gamer, this news probably felt like a punch to the gut. I mean, after waiting for more than a decade to find out you have to wait even longer while all your console friends get to dive into Vice City, yeah, it's incredibly frustrating. We totally get it.
But here's the thing, this isn't just some random one-off decision. It's a pattern, a very deliberate pattern. So the big question we're really investigating today is why? Why does one of the biggest developers on the planet consistently treat its massive PC audience as a secondary launch? Let's dive in. All right, so first, let's just get the official news out of the way. Rockstar has confirmed a console launch for November 19th, 2026. Now, for anyone who's been following Rockstar for a while, that date immediately tells a very familiar, and for PC players, a pretty painful story. And look, this delay isn't just some wild guess or a rumor flying around the internet. Nope, it's a predictable pattern, and it's based on cold, hard evidence. To understand what's almost certainly going to happen with GTA 6, we just have to look at their track record. And this is where it gets really interesting. Just look at the consistency here. For Grand Theft Auto 5, it hit consoles in September 2013, but the PC port, that didn't show up until April of 2015. Then you have Red Dead Redemption 2, October 2018 for consoles, and November 2019 for PC. The pattern is crystal clear. I want you to just let that first number sink in for a second. 19 months. That is over a year and a half. In the gaming world, that is an absolute eternity. That's 19 months spent dodging spoilers and just watching everybody else have fun from the sidelines. Now, for Red Dead Redemption 2, they did tighten the gap a little bit, but it was still a massive 13-month wait, still over a full year before PC players could experience that masterpiece. So what does all this history tell us about GTA 6 hitting consoles in November 2026? Well, it gives us a pretty clear, if, disappointing verdict. Do not expect to be playing this game on your rig before the holiday season of 2027, and that's being optimistic. Honestly, a spring 2028 release is just as likely. So, we've established the what and the when. Now let's get to the why. We've been digging in, and our investigation points to three main reasons behind Rockstar's very calculated strategy. And the first one? Well, it's all about business. It all starts with a strategy known in the industry as double dipping. It's a really powerful business tactic, and it's designed to capitalize on the impatience and, let's be real, the passion of their most dedicated fans. So how does this whole double dip thing actually work? Well, it's a brilliant two-step process. Step one is what we call the FOMO purchase, the fear of missing out. You buy it on a console in 2026 because you just can't stand seeing spoilers all over the internet. Then, a year or two later, comes step two, the definitive purchase. You buy it all over again on PC for the better graphics, the higher frame rates, and of course, the mods. And if you're thinking this sounds a little cynical, well, the numbers don't lie. This exact strategy helped Grand Theft Auto 5 sell over 190 million copies. That's across multiple platforms and 3 whole console generations. From a purely financial standpoint, there is zero incentive for them to change a formula that has made them billions of dollars. Okay, but to be fair, it's not just about the money. There is a very real, very legitimate technical reason for the delay. See, on a console, you've got a fixed platform. Every single PS5 has the exact same hardware. But the PC ecosystem, it's a beautiful, wonderful chaos of infinite variables. And we're not talking about just any game here. The new Rage 9 engine is an absolute beast. I mean, just look at the complexity, the incredible water physics, the global illumination, all of it. Trying to port a game this dense and this complex to thousands of different PC hardware configurations without it being a buggy mess, well, that's a monumental task that just takes time. All right, the third reason is the one a lot of people don't really like to talk about, the piracy factor. The simple, honest truth is that modern consoles are incredibly secure lockdown ecosystems. PCs, on the other hand, by their very nature, are open. Now, the logic from a business perspective is, well, it's cold, but it is crystal clear. A day one PC release is almost guaranteed to be a day one cracked release, probably within hours.
By delaying the PC port, Rockstar makes sure that its crucial launch window, and we're talking about the first 20 to 30 million copies sold, are all secure, full-price purchases on console. It maximizes that initial wave of revenue.
Okay, I know. This all sounds pretty bleak for us PC players. It's frustrating. But believe it or not, there's actually an unexpected silver lining here. In a strange way, being forced to wait, it might actually be a good thing. I want you to just think about the hardware landscape in late 2027 or maybe early 2028. By then, the NVIDIA RTX 50 series will probably be the mainstream standard. A mid-range card from that generation, like a 5060 or 5070, could easily outperform today's most expensive flagship cards. And those super-fast SSDs, they'll be way cheaper. And this right here, this really puts the financial benefit into perspective. Trying to build a god-tier rig to run this game at max settings today would cost you a small fortune. But by waiting, you'll be able to build a PC that can give you a way better experience than the console version for potentially less than half the cost. So when you put it all together, the business strategy, the technical challenges, and that silver lining, it all brings us to the ultimate choice. The verdict on the delay is in, and now the decision really rests with you. And trust me, this isn't just some abstract problem. This is a very real dilemma that people are facing right now. This quote from a user on Twitter just sums up the feeling perfectly. This is why the double dip strategy works. So let's just break it down. Here's the final decision. You can buy a console, you get to play on day one, and you're in a more secure online environment. The downside? Locked frame rates, you gotta pay for online, and absolutely no mods. Or you can wait for PC. You get the superior graphics, free online, and all the mods you could ever want. But the con? It's a long, painful wait, just filled with spoilers. And so that brings us to our final question, and this one is for you. What are you gonna do? Are you patient enough to hold out for that definitive, absolute best experience on PC? Or is that fear of missing out just too strong, and it's gonna make you buy a console just for this one game? The choice is yours.